In this video, we're going to cover how we have redesigned the Shopify product page. We're going to cover all the 13 things that we have done here for the higher conversion rate so that you can apply these things to your Shopify store to increase your conversion rate. So the first thing that we have done here is that we have redesigned the header part to achieve more real estate. So you can see in the past version how the header part was just like too big for no reason. We have squeezed it down because there's really no need for it to be this big, and when you squeeze it down, what you get is to pull your more important information up, like things like add to cart, bundles, and all that stuff that we're going to cover, and that your customers get to see these important elements more earlier in their customer journey. The next thing that we have done here, we have added this hyperlink in the top. It's a really good thing that if you have some kind of promotion to have the hyperlink, because this is the first thing that your customers see when they're on your product page. And if you have an ongoing promotion, a lot of them will click on it. In this case, add more things to the cart, and therefore you will increase your average order value and how much you profit from your Shopify store. So very important thing. Then the next thing, you can see how this image looked like before and after. What we have done here is that we have applied the AI background to image, and you can see how beautiful it looks. The difference between these two are night and day. You can see the previous one has only the white background, while this one provides that kind of the calm effect, which is important for this persona, and therefore you will increase their perceived value, how much they feel that your product is going to benefit them, and increase your conversion rate. So very important thing, you can see the difference between these two. Then the next thing, when you have real estate on your image, like in this example here and here, what you can do is to add icons with the text of something that is of an importance to your customers, things like that it provides a pure calm, it has the divine scent. So therefore we get to communicate these benefits in the product image so that you can fulfill that real estate with something that is meaningful for your customers and therefore increase your conversion rate. So very important thing. Then the next thing that we have done here, we have brought the price more up. The previous pricing was just too below. You want to show your pricing as soon as possible. You don't want to hide it below, because pricing of your product is very important to your customers. That's the information that they want to see. So if you're hiding it and stuff like that, you're not achieving the higher conversion rate. If they can't find it, they will not bother finding it. So for that reason, you need to put it as soon as possible so that they see that information, and therefore you bring more clarity. And if you generally have more clarity on your product page, you will have the higher conversion rate, because the clarity is way more important than the persuasion when it comes to making your customers convert. So for that reason, bring your price more up. You don't need to bury it down, and you will increase your conversion rate because it has more clarity on there. The next thing that we have done here, they have the ongoing promotion, that they have the discount on their product. In the previous version, they had the standard price and the old price crossed, which is a good thing. What you want to do is to show them how much they're saving in dollars. They have this save 10%, save 20%, which we are going to cover later in this part. But generally speaking, when you have your price and the past price, you always have that real estate to tell them how much they're going to save if they opt for your offer. So for that reason, you want to bring them everything up like they're a fifth grade, and therefore you will increase your conversion rate, because a lot of them will not understand it. And when you showcase them how much they're going to save, more of them will find that offer more appealing, and you will increase your conversion rate, like in this example here. Then the next thing, and this is probably the most important one, they rely on bundles, on quantity breaks, which is a good thing. But when it comes to their past quantity breaks, you can see how it looked like. What you want to have on your quantity breaks, you want to show them how much they're going to save and what are the other benefits that they're going to get from the quantity breaks. So in this example, we have the quantity breaks. We have these labels at the top, which are super important. If you choose the second option, you have the free shipping. If you choose the third option, that's the best value. You're going to save the most. And we also have this, how much they're saving. Then we have this label at the bottom, get free shipping, save the most. And you can see when you're choosing these options, just how the first option feels too weak, too poor. And that's the point. You want to make them feel that if they are going to choose the first option, they're not going to benefit that much. But if they choose the second option, they're going to get the free shipping, they're going to save $10, and they're going to get more products. So this makes your quantity breaks or bundles work. You want to show them what are the benefits if they choose the higher tier option. If you have a good offer and therefore higher percentage of people will choose that option, you will increase your average order value and ultimately how much you profit from your Shopify store, which is the most important part of the conversion rate optimization, which is what we always do first whenever we start working with the new brand. So very important thing. Then the next thing that we have here, it's a good thing that they have had these trust signals at the bottom. But the problem with that one is that it's not really specific. When you say fast shipping, how fast is it? For some people, 7 days is pretty fast. For some people, 3 days is fast. What you want to do is to show how many days is your fast shipping. So we have the delivery in 3 days. They also had this money back guarantee, which is a good thing. But after how many days they can return the product, that's the thing. And we have it here is the 60-day return policy. It's made in the USA, which is something that is important for their customers, especially when it comes to products like this. So for that reason, when you add more specificity in here, you will increase your conversion rate. Then the next thing, they have the certification as rated as the most desirable product. And they have it here, but it just stands out way better. If you have it like this, it feels like they have a certification, and it's important for skincare products like this. So we have just emphasized it more below the add to cart, which is when your visitors want to click on the add to cart, they see all these things and it makes the purchasing flow as flawless as possible. Very important thing. Then they have the social proof here. They have had it in the past, which is a really good thing. After that, we have these credentials. They have had it here. We have brought them here just to make them look nicer and more clear. Then we have the product description. They have had a product description which was too long and hard to read. You want to make your product description, especially above the fold, very short and easy to digest. And for that reason, what we have done here is that we have it as a bullet points in the tabs so that the customer can easily digest this information and understand their product. Then the next thing that we have here are these stats, and this is so crucial. A lot of stores don't do that at all. Best way to persuade your customers is just to provide them with some objective stats, and therefore you are just stating the results. They're kind of processing that information as an fact. They don't feel like you're selling to them, but you're subconsciously selling to them. And for that reason, when you have these stats, it largely increases your conversion rate because your customers are going to feel more confident about buying your product, as the percentage of satisfied customers is way high. So they're going to believe that they will be one of them as well. Then the mistake that they have been making is after above default, they have started with the reviews, which is not that bad thing. But what you want to do, and especially for the skincare products, is to have the frequently asked question as soon as possible. All of your customers, when they land on your product page, they have a set of questions that are related to your skincare product. And if you get to answer them as soon as possible, you're going to increase your conversion rate. If you handle all the objections, all the questions that they have, and they're left with no questions in their mind, the only logical step is to place the order. And that's how you increase your conversion rate, because a higher percentage of people will actually place the order. So this is another very important thing. So that's it for this video. I hope you find it useful. If you have any questions, let me know down in the comments. And if you'd like to receive my free trainings to increase your conversion rate, click the link down below and watch the next video that will help you with increasing your conversion rate.